Having a good day so far?
Yeah, I'm doing better than the people in Gaza Strip, but I guess things might have turned up a little bit.
Yeah, no, everything was going on with Gaza right now is pretty crazy.
Yeah, next episode will be like the war in Ukraine and
The
how
war, yeah.
Trump's probably gonna fucking end that shit too.
Oh
So
yeah.
I don't know, like I'm very fucking versed in the Bible, but
Mhm.
I do not know too much about the Gaza Strip. So that's why I'm Wikipedia and then Googling things like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
So what do you know about we know that Jews can control all of Israel, right?
Yeah.
Except for the
Well,
Gaza Strip.
yeah. Is it Israel or Jerusalem?
Now Jerusalem's a city. Israel is the state, I
Okay.
believe. Right? Yeah, Jerusalem is where Jesus, Bethlehem, Jerusalem. Yeah, Jerusalem should be a state or a city, and Israel is the whole country, as in like a state,
Yeah.
I believe.
Okay.
So,
So
so
I'm going to do.
basically,
Well, I'm also
love
doing
it. Love it.
research at the same time, like seeing what's going on. So
All I know is these Jimmies have been fighting over the same damn spot for 5,000 or 3,000, 4,000 years, what the hell ever.
yeah.
So,
So I'm gonna see what's going on Twitter.
are Palestinians Muslims? I
I
believe so,
think
right?
they're so I they're all Muslims. I think they well not well most of the Middle East is right. What is
Yeah,
that?
yeah, except for the Jews, basically. Like, and oh my God, if you're a Christian in the Middle East, it's like watch out for your ass. During the period of there's a 1940 Palestine War, and more specifically the Arab-Israel War.
What
Tens
the
of thousands of
fuck?
Palestinian refugees were fled and basically in 1948 they fought a war and they basically confined them to which I'm calling a ghetto.
Yeah,
The Gaza Strip is, in my opinion, sorry, I love y'all Jewish people. I love the food that y'all make,
yeah,
and I love the culture. But y'all literally are confining people into this one little ghetto. And as we speak, Ruben, on in NHK World Japan, which I advise everybody to watch, King Abu Jali, whatever his name is, of Jordan. So Trump
yeah.
goes, hey, hey, I need you to take like all the Palestinians. And he goes, I ain't doing that.
Really?
He goes, but I tell you what we will do. He's like, anybody that's sick and like thousands of kids, we'll take them all right now. Egypt has to back us.
So you say Egypt wants to take the people as well, right?
Not necessarily, but the currency there is Egyptian, and Egypt has a tie there, and Jordan I don't think is like really suitable. I don't know for too many people, but Egypt's a way bigger country, I think. And hey, Egyptians got the pyramids, so
Yeah.
hang on, here we go. September, blah blah blah. And the occupied, yeah. So the Egyptians used to occupy the Gaza city, Gaza Strip,
Okay.
and basically they went to war with the Israelites, and the Israelites kind of just confined instead of just like wiping them out, which probably would have been a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but you're gonna fuck somebody over,
So
just
you know
fucking
what's so
end it.
fucked up right now? So sorry not to cut you off. So
No, no, go ahead.
apparently, Mr. Mux, so they said on X said apparently $50 million worth of condoms were sent to the Gaza Strip.
Why? And who did this? You think those motherfuckers are using condoms?
I'm not Elon Musk. So Elon Musk kind of responded because he posted it on Twitter on X. So
Oh, I didn't know who the fuck you were talking about.
yeah, so
So
I'm not. He said I'm not sure we should be
he
sending
didn't send the condoms.
$50 million of condoms anywhere. That's really an enormously large amount of condoms to Gaza. What the fuck?
That's literally there's like three. I think there's like 2.5 million people in Gaza, so it's $50 million. So dude, like,
Well,
damn,
like,
you gave everybody like 20. Like you gave everybody like like. Why don't just go sterilize the motherfuckers? You're gonna do that shit
well, like, well, what's the point? Like, why
because they're
work?
How's they're banging, like, no disrespect, Ruben, like how Catholics, Mexican, Spanish Catholics don't use condoms, right?
But
Put it
like,
this way: if I was in a ghetto and my life sucked and I didn't really have any kind of freedom and I was stuck there and I had a wife, yeah, I'd be firing out babies like a motherfucker.
so
Like,
Mobile home construction.
basically, they're going, you're kind of like a rat and you're overpopulating. They're doing that to try to slow the increase of the population.
well, I'm trying to get a fact checker.
Yeah, we'll do fact checks at the end of the. No, you should do that. Definitely fact
Yeah,
check
that's,
this.
yeah.
Like, who the fuck sent this?
Okay.
But Elon Musk said it.
Elon Musk said it because he's part of Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency. So he's in charge of apparently making sure the government is efficient.
Right. Which will be fantastic. Yeah. Sorry, everybody, you're gonna lose. A lot of people are going to lose your fucking jobs.
Yeah. But so so the full story, like at the first briefing on January 28th, which is my birthday. That's kind of crazy.
Ooh.
So they paused funding on foreign aid, and apparently the Department of Doge found in the budget that there was $15 million of taxpayer money that went out the door to fund condoms in Gaza.
Did they just like drop them from the sky and then like half of them just became balloons on the way down or something? Like, put it this way: no disrespect to any Palestinians or Jewish people, I don't even think they know how to put a condom on.
Well, what do you mean you don't know how to put on a condom?
If you've never seen one, and it's like, imagine if like they just took an airplane over and just dropped all these condoms. Like, kids would be like, I'd be filling them up as water balloons.
Well, I highly doubt they're giving them to kids. I think they're giving them to the like grown ass men. You know.
No, I'm saying that, yeah, like a grown ass man. Like, imagine telling someone that's never even seen a condom before, hey, you need to use this so you don't have any more babies, and it's gonna make you feel like shit. By the way. Like, you won't be able to feel your dick at all. And P.S. Watch you line up to be circumcised. Like, what? Like literally, I'm saying, if they gave me a pack of condoms and I was like like, if I was anywhere in the Middle East that's never seen a condom, I'd be like, after I filled one up with the water and threw it at somebody, I'd be like, these are the best things ever. But I damn sure ain't putting one on my dick.
Reported by what authority are you taking to Gaza? By the authority of the U.S. So Trump said that. So.
He said what?
He said that it was the authority of the U.S. He's gonna take Gaza.
Yeah. He said, but who the fuck sent the condoms? Like, that was Trump didn't just send condoms right now, right?
No, it wasn't Trump. It was the Biden administration. They found it like that $50 million worth of money was sent for just condoms.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
So
That's
King of Jordan folded. He will help implement Trump's plan to relocate Palestinians from Gaza. Egypt will fold. Like, what the fuck is going on with this shit?
Yeah, the King of Jordan didn't really fold because Trump asked for a lot, which is always what you should do when you negotiate, right? You should always ask for way more than what you want. So then when they counteroffer, then you go, I'll give you this, and then inside you're kind of smiling that, hey, that was kind of what I wanted in the first place.
What the hell?
So
remember,
this is just the beginning.
So like, apparently Trump and Netanyahu, I don't know who Netanyahu is, but held an illegal summit in Mar-a-Lago last July. Did they make a secret deal where Netanyahu helped Trump win by refusing a ceasefire, and Trump now is taking Gaza? If so, it was criminal. It must be investigated. What the fuck is this guy on about?
Eat a fucking dick about that shit. Who gives a shit if they did a backhanded deal? All I know is what I saw on NHK made me literally flip. Like, you kind of told me to be woke. I hate the word woke.
Yeah,
but
you're so woke, Richard.
I hate you, fucker. But like, I hate that fucking word, and but yeah, like I was an idiot, and just watching NHK on it because they are like the least biased. Hey, we dropped a bomb on them, and they still came back and have a good society. Like, watch the documentary on the stuff, and it was just horrible.
Yeah.
If you really want to know if you're racist, if you hurt a kid, I don't give a shit what color the damn kid is, what race they are, what religion they. If you want to just hurt kids, you a racist. You're worse than a racist.
But like, so apparently Gaza belongs to Palestine, but why are they taking it away from them? That's the thing.
Going back to here, like in the 1940s, 50s, or something like that, like they had a war, and they basically they surrounded the Palestine. From what I could read, just here, I'm sorry, everybody, I'm pretty fucked up, but they kind of just like kind of confined everybody. Like basically, they're fighting a war, and they surrounded everybody, and everybody's in this little tiny spot, and they go, all right, let's just leave them there. But now the kids are like, hey, can I leave? Nope. Well, what do you mean I can't leave? What do you mean? Like I'm stuck here?
Okay, I'm seeing this video right now. It's kind of stupid. Apparently in Gaza there was no food and there was a bunch of famine, and now there's a video like this was taken yesterday in Gaza, which I don't know the legitimacy of this, but apparently there was never famine. The world was lied to and it fell for it.
No, there's not famine.
I would like all of Gaza. No.
Look, when you're in jail, you're not starving, but they'll give you the bare minimum of what you need to survive. Put it this way, they ain't nobody eating steak. Like the kids are actually like drawing pictures of animals that they've like never seen. They're like drawing goats and horses and shit like that. So, it's like, but because their parents tell them what, like they used to have goats and horses, apparently, from what I understand, but now they don't, because the population's getting it's creeping. Put it this way, it's creeping on a family. Like, why do you think? Like, put it this way, instead of $50 million in condoms.
Wow.
You could have just parachuted 1 million goats.
What the hell? So I don't know. The Jews are in on this for some reason. So breaking Israel again. 2 days ago, Trump said he was committed to buying Gaza. Now he says we're gonna take it without buying it. He's reduced our great country to a stereotypical greedy Jewish thief. Disgusting. What the fuck?
Yeah, and you gotta kind of even the word Jew is like you gotta have to say Jewish.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just reading.
You can't just like slang it, because otherwise that's like me saying the Jimmy word.
Wow, this Irishman calls out the hypocritical left perfectly. If you're a socialist and you're claiming there's a genocide in Gaza, you're a hypocrite. If you're a pro-abortion and you're crying about dead babies in Gaza, you're a hypocrite. You need to shut up.
Yeah, it's kind of on blast. Yeah.
I don't understand what this guy.
Like, and we don't know. We're view the word for America not like we had. Like, dude, I had no idea what the hell was going on. I knew they've been fighting over there for forever and a day, and I don't know how. It's literally, to draw a parallel. Israel is like Russia, and the Gaza Strip is like the Ukraine. So it's like I don't know how the hell Palestine's got shit to fight back, like, and how they're fucking doing whatever the hell they're doing.
What am I watching? So I'm about to send you this video. How about this?
I don't even want to watch that video.
Okay. So it's like these protesters are like these girls are in front of a Starbucks protesting, because a lot of these companies like McDonald's, Starbucks, and Walmart and all these are supporting the Palestine war. They're saying like, yeah, keep going.
Oh yeah, you know what comes in a Happy Meal in Palestine?
A bomb.
Condoms.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
That's fucking hilarious. Come on, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I like your bomb. We're pretty good.
Israel literally prevented food from entering Gaza for 15 months. Israel, when some captives held in Gaza come out starved.
What? I kind of believe that. Like.
Yeah. Well, that's what they were doing. I mean, like.
Dude, the little kids that I saw in the documentary that started painting, like, they're painting pictures of them and their family getting on an airplane.
What is this person talking about? Dump them all in Egypt and let Trump turn Gaza into a resort? What the fuck is this? Now,
fuck yeah, that'd be awesome.
This seemed like a whole ploy to relocate people to make that place a resort now.
No, that's you know, if the Gaza Strip ain't on the beach. You know, it's not on the beach. Hey, Dad, how you doing? We're talking about the whole. Did you see what Trump did with the Gaza Strip? So.
Damn. IDF soldier mocking Gaza, ruined scene with prosthetic leg after losing leg. Wow, that's fucking.
Mr. Rubin, I'm gonna mute you for a second.
Okay.
And I'll keep doing research.
Alright, I'm doing that. Latino vote for Trump to deport Latinos. An Arab voted for Trump to remove Palestine from the weird time we're in.
Last year and the year before, we raised around $60,000 both years, and we sponsored.
Some very good progress.
Mr. President, you've said before that the U.S. would buy Gaza, and today you just said we're not going to buy Gaza.
We're not going to have to buy. We're going to have Gaza. We don't have to buy. There's nothing to buy. We will have Gaza.
What is that?
No reason to buy. There is nothing to buy. It's Gaza. It's a war-torn area. We're going to take it. We're going to hold it. We're going to cherish it. We're going to get it going eventually, where a lot of jobs are going to be created for the people in the Middle East. It's going to be for the people.
All right, Mr. Rubin, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Diamond, it could be an
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, I had some Jews in the attic, Jewish people in the attic.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
No, but that brings up like a horrible point.
Well,
Like if you think
like
about
so,
it.
I'm
If you think
watching.
about it.
I'm
It's
watching.
like, so the Jewish people were persecuted, and like millions of them were killed. Sorry if you don't believe that, but yes, millions of them were killed by German Nazis. But in turn, they're going to do the same thing to another group of people.
Well, by the looks of it, I mean, this seems like the same thing is happening here with the Latinos and Hispanic, but they're doing it over there. So I don't know what they're trying to do. It seems like they're dividing the people. They're separating them and putting them in their groups.
Yeah, essentially, and it's basically. I'm sorry not to be racist, but if you put Palestinians and Jewish people in a lineup, and you ask to pick for a white person, for an American, even a Spanish American, to pick out the Palestine, I don't think you could.
Yeah, I mean, people get that broad. Actually, like, you know what? Let me. I'm gonna grok this. This is the AI for Twitter. Elon Musk's AI. What is going on with Gaza? Let's see what it tells me.
Oh God. They're like, Trump's a shit.
Holy shit, this tells me a lot of stuff I don't really need, I guess. Yeah, it's just telling me like stuff we already knew.
So, blah, blah, blah. In June 2008, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Jordan declared the West Bank base cabinet formed by Abbas as the sole legitimate Palestine government, and they moved the embassy from the Gaza to the West Bank. Saudi Arabia and Egypt supported a new government, had Abbas start talks with Hamas, and blah, 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 blah. Like, it's too many words that I don't understand. And basically, that's when it truly became a ghetto. Like, it's always been a stupid ghetto. Like, they are literally surrounded, and even if everybody, if they wanted to leave, they can't leave. Like, if Trump goes, hey, we'll take them all to America, technically they can't leave, from what I understand. So they're trying to work with Egypt and Jordan. Jordan was like, yeah, okay, cool, you can have a little bit. Like, we'll help you out.
Well, it just seems so weird. Like, they're just taking them. Like, why the Palestinians are going to different countries and not going back to Palestine? You know?
That's quite a good question. I don't even know. Like, where's Palestine? Is that Jordan? Are they like the Jimmies? Is that like, are the people that are in the Gaza Strip like the Jimmies of Palestine? They're just like, hey, you know, like, they're kind of ours, but we don't want them.
Well, like, why are they theirs if they're Palestine's, right?
Right.
So why are like Egypt and Jordan taking them? Like, it seems like a weird like ploy.
That's totally fucking weird, but that's kind of like what they're bringing up. It's like, hey, are these your? That's like Mexico going, hey, we're not taking you back.
Well, so
stumbles upon another point.
I'm Mexican, right? Imagine if, I was getting deported, right?
What?
And yeah, what? I'm Mexican. But imagine I'm eating some blood oranges. They're pretty good. Blood orange.
I bet you the Palestinians never seen a blood orange.
How do you know, man?
I'm just guessing.
You're acting like since the day of the war, they were shunned from light until the war.
I'm just saying it. I don't think in the Gaza Strip, because like the strip of this sounds like a ghetto, that they have orange trees. I'm just saying.
You're assuming like there's no oranges around besides the U.S.
I don't even think there's any oranges in it. I don't think oranges could even grow in Israel.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. There's so many different types of oranges. Let me prove you wrong.
Well, I'm looking it up. Let me look something up. My dad says that yeah, they can.
Yeah. What did I tell you, Richard? The sage just told the mage.
I didn't say you're wrong. Did you actually find proof of that?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yesterday, Palestine Chronicle correspondent Richard joined farmers. They picked their oranges in Beit Lenia in the northern Gaza Strip.
November and March. Blah blah blah.
Yep.
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, they do grow oranges in Gaza. They're known as sad oranges because they don't grow like how oranges should, but they still taste good.
They're just sad oranges.
Yeah, they're sad oranges. But the most common fruit trees that are grown in Palestine or in the Gaza Strip is olives, almonds, wild plum, peaches, pears, figs, and medlars. Medlars? What the hell's a medlar?
I don't know. Look it up.
What the fuck is that? That's a weird ass fruit. They're like they look like chestnuts, but fruit.
Let me see. I'm curious.
I'll take a picture of this right now.
No.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
You don't know? I'll show you a picture right now, but I'll send it to you.
It says during like the war that they like basically kind of burned all the fucking orange trees.
What? Why?
Well, what are you gonna do? You're gonna like look at what Russia did to Ukraine. You're gonna cut out their water source. So basically,
man, have war like men, man. Just here's the thing. Just
go in there and shoot people.
Well, have war like real men. Don't just attack. Like, here's my thing about war. You know,
don't solve the earth.
No. If you're gonna have a war, don't go after the children and mothers. Go after the guys that are actually fighting. You know?
Okay, I don't know how legit this is, but it says Israel soldiers have obliterated untold numbers of olive and orange groves throughout the Gaza Strip and the West Bank.
I believe it. I mean, they're doing what they
i.e. the famine. Like, basically, you're gonna obliterate somebody, then yeah, just like take out their food.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it looks like a date crossed with a persimmon. That's weird. I've never seen that before.
I know. But like, I don't know. I'm not totally actually, let's go back to what I was talking about. So if I'm Mexican, right, and Trump's like, you're getting deported, or like whoever it's gonna be deporting me, Mexico says like, I'm not taking that guy. Where the fuck are they gonna send me?
Exactly. Maybe put you on the island.
Like to me, it's kind of weird that that we're getting sent to another like country. Like,
well, who's gonna raise their hand and go like, hey?
Well,
I mean, hell, they're deporting Mexicans from here, so it's like, where the fuck are you gonna go?
I mean, it feels like.
I don't think Canada has fucking melons to pick.
Well, the issue is like, why are these countries? Because it feels like Trump is like appointing these countries. Like, you're taking these people, you're taking these people. Like, what?
We should just do that DNA.com thing or whatever the hell it's called, Ancestry.com.
Fuck that.
And literally just you do your Ancestry DNA.com and they go, oh, you're from Egypt. Just sorry, you gotta take them. Not to draw a parallel, but I kind of know what it feels like not to be wanted. So imagine that. It's like, hey guys, I'm like how you said, like,
what
hey, I'm Mexican, and you go, I don't want you.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Evicting Palestinians out of Gaza. Just imagine the thousands of new terrorists that would create. And I wonder which country would be
Now
their
that's
favorite
fucking
target
bullshit.
after Israel. Of course, it's like he has no interest in consequences at all. Yeah,
That's bullshit. Dude, if Trump gets them out of the ghetto, you really think they're gonna come and bomb? Like, they're not jihadists or what the hell ever. If Trump's like, hey, I want to get y'all out of the shithole you're in, you think they're really gonna come and bomb America? No, they might go to Egypt and start bombing Israel.
right.
That's kind of like the thing. It's like they surrounded like the last bit of their army, from what I can understand, right?
Yeah.
And they go, well, we shouldn't kill it. It's like if you have one of those like humane rat traps, right?
Yeah.
And you caught a rat in a box. Now, I'm not saying Palestine's are rats by any means. I'm saying, and then you go, well, what do we do with it? And you go, well, let's kill it. No. We bought a humane rat trap.
So I'm looking at pictures. Apparently, the Gaza Strip looked pretty good. You know, it looked nice before the war.
Yeah, West Bank, Gaza Strip is on the coast. I was wrong about that. The West Bank is basically dead center of
I think
Jerusalem.
you know what? I think the reason why Israel's so concerned about it is because they wanted the whole, I guess, the water. You know.
But looking at the map, they got so much. Who gives a shit about that? That's not like it's not like they got a shipping port there.
I don't know. It's
basically like they didn't want to pull the Hitler card and exterminate them like how they were kind of done to. So
okay, this guy said it right.
Let's just put them in a box.
Yeah, this guy said it right. From Trevor Hawkins. So Israel does the dirty work and gives Gaza a minus the Gazians to the U.S. for redevelopment and profit. Recognize Palestine now. But this seems fucking weird.
They've been fighting over this damn land for 3,000 years, so obviously, especially with American eyes, it seems completely weird.
That new prion in El Salvador, no Arab state will take them. They destroyed the opportunity for a good life in Gaza. Maybe Germany and France. It worked so well so far. Make Israel great again. Oh my God, this picture of Trump.
How are we gonna make them better than they already are?
I don't even know. The president of the United States is another American puppet again. Oh my God.
Yeah, just quit reading the shit that you see off that shit. Like, remember, we gotta separate fact from speculation.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at like other people's views. Gaza. All right.
Is there I guess the word would be asleep. Like, instead of being woke, people are asleep.
What the heck? I don't know. Wait, for sleep?
No, like instead of saying someone's woke, like they have knowledge and they're
Oh,
awoke.
so the opposite of awoke,
asleep.
you call them based. Like that person's based right there.
Based.
Yeah, like basically you're based. Like honestly, you're based, Richard. And it's the opposite of woke. You know? Hey, pretty based. No, like you're not woke, right?
Me?
Yeah, are you woke?
I don't fucking know. I don't even know what the hell y'all new people talk about.
So being woke is like the whole like you support the trannies and the gay like I'm not saying like you don't support gays. I'm saying like
shit as long as they don't hit on me.
Well, that's what like they're trying to do. But like being woke means like all this stuff, and I don't know.
No, I can be woke and be like, I can be woke and say, hey, do whatever you want. Just don't be trying to put your dick in me. Like,
yeah, everyone's trying to do that to you, man. Everyone's trying to be that.
I know, everyone wants my ass so bad. Like, all day long, that's what I get. Like, dude, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit if you're fucking worshiping the damn devil. Just don't be killing kids and raping fucking choir boys and shit like that. Like, put it this way. If whatever you're doing is causing no harm to anybody, then you do what you want.
Well, the issue I'm looking at is like, why are you forcing people out of their home now? This is like, I'm feeling like deportations everywhere now.
Oh, I told you I saw ICE wherever I was today, and I've never seen ICE there before.
I told you, man, they're out here now.
Yeah, most definitely. P.S. I don't think we should like kind of say our last names and say actually where we stay from,
Don't worry.
just to be sure.
Um,
That's that's another topic we need to go into. Is
yeah.
if,
Well,
like put it this way: if they pulled my truck over because I'm a landscaper, they pulled me over. Like, is that legal, or is that a legal search and seizure, or hey,
uh,
where are your papers? Kind of bullshit.
there was a law before. It's called it was the shake law or whatever. It was something.
Shakedown.
Shakedown. It's kind of similar like that.
Well, that's they passed this law like, and this went on for like I don't know 20, 30 years that if a cop saw a black guy that was walking across the street with his pants hanging low, they go, he sells drugs, pull him over. Whoop. That's illegal search and seizure. It's against the Constitution, or I don't know if it's Constitution, but Bill of Rights or whatever. But like you just can't. It's racial profiling at its finest. So like if I've got a school bus and literally everybody's legal and it's packed full of Mexicans and we're going to church and they pull me over, I go, why'd you pull me over? We're going to church. And they go, well, you got a school bus full of Mexicans. I go, yeah, well, we're going to church. Like, this is a school bus. We're going to fucking church. They're like, well, it looks like you were picking oranges. It doesn't matter what it looks like.
All right.
So, that is... We are with, like... I like Donald Trump. I love him a little bit, but I completely disagree with the whole let's deport all these motherfuckers. And that's also fucking
So what?
get rid of people that have been here for forever and a day.
Base.
Blah blah blah. There's no God. So it's 4 miles, no 6 miles to sea. Yeah. Put it this way. Isn't that what you said, Metalargo or whatever? I think that's like Trump's place
The
in
legal,
Florida.
yeah, the legal summit meeting.
Isn't that in Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah. Florida has how much coastline?
A lot.
You think he's just gonna go build a resort on the other side of the world just for shits and giggles?
Shit, if you have the
said-
money, yeah.
Yeah, whoever said that, like, put it this way, I'd just be like, hey, the Palestinians, you don't have to move. I give everybody jobs. Everything, it's like all your money is gonna have my face on it. There's gonna be Trump casinos.
Damn, that's
and
crazy.
like, we'll make sure you have lots of oranges.
So the Florida coastline is 1,350 miles long.
Yeah, and the Gaza Strip is like fucking 6 miles from 4 miles, no miles, blah blah blah, about 6 miles from the sea. It literally is like 8 miles or some shit.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so we have 1,000. Get there.
So it's
you know
20.
how much it
No.
costs-
It's
You know how much it
25.
costs to fly there?
So it's 25 miles long and 6 miles wide.
There you go. So it's got 25 miles. I'm looking at the map. It's got 25 miles compared to 1,000. So we have 400 times more. Is that the right math? 1, 2, 3, 40 times more. Whatever.
I don't know.
I can't do math right now. Let's just say, like, why the fuck are they fighting? Like I said, we can't take them out of. You know why they're fighting?
For the whole religion?
Because of God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Ruben, what do you call a dog?
A dog.
What do you call it in Spanish?
Perro.
Oh, no, fuck that. A dog's called a dog.
What's going on with the
So,
old
what the hell is this Pedro motherfucker you're talking about? I don't know no Pedro. So, literally, it's like, and if you look at the Torah and the fucking, and the, I don't know, the book of whatever, and Christian, they're all from the same fucking spot, and they all have the same fucking stories. And even the stories go back to Egyptian shit. Like, even the story of, like, Moses is Egyptian, the story of Noah's Ark is Egyptian, and, like, everything, literally, Egypt was the root of all fucking religion, right? And then they spread out, and because some person called a dog, and some person called a dog a Pedro, they started fighting each other. And it's like, that's stupid as shit. Hey, Ruben, you want to go pick some oranges? No, I'm going to go pick some naranjas.
Naranjas, yeah.
Well,
So
no, we're not doing that today.
I don't want to like get off topic, but so an Associated Press reporter was blocked from entering the Oval Office after the Associated Press refused to change the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America in their guidelines.
Who the fuck wants to do this shit?
Yeah, you know what?
You know how much money that would cost to just reprint maps and books and fucking like who get like they're literally so like we literally don't like Spanish people so bad we want to rename a Gulf of Mexico. Hey, by the way, Ruben, so instead of Florida, it's gonna be called Flowers.
Flowers.
Yeah, because Florida is the Spanish name, right, for the land of flowers, Florida.
Yeah.
And yeah, so well, let's rename Florida as Flowers. I don't want to be from Flowers. That's just funny as fuck.
Dude, like, why are there so many different sides about this? Because Elon Musk is in the Oval Office right now with this kid.
Why? And who cares? Like, who gives a shit?
Well, apparently, okay, so I guess Trump signed an executive order to single-handedly humanize children and promoting parenting in front of millions. Normalize this. Kids aren't burdened.
But he wants to deport millions of fucking, the first start, whatever you call them, dreamers, and separate Spanish families. But he's, oh god, he is really kind of going Nazi a little bit. So.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, kind of going a little
With
bit.
Rocker. Pat Mahomes Sr. and John Rocker got into it in NOLA.
Remember what you said? It's like, if you don't want illegal to get deported, you just have to whoop their ass and get in a court case. And what I'm saying is, I know a lot of people that are single and will be single for the rest of their lives, and just marry an immigrant. Who gives a shit if it's hey, if two dudes can get fucking married, right? Might as well just, hey, I got a buddy I work with. You need a green card? I got you, bud. Married.
Yeah, that was how it used to be.
He just has to do my dirty laundry.
What the fuck? Elon Musk says the maximum amount of people who can retire from the federal government in a month is 10,000 people because the paperwork is done manually at the old limestone mine in Pennsylvania. The mine in question is Iron Mountain.
We're getting way, like...
Yeah, sorry.
Let's not dive into Social Security right now. Jesus Christ, we'll be here all day.
Yeah. Little X.
But it's... Like, why does everybody just gotta hate everybody? Like, just plain and simple. Like,
I don't know. It's a weird time right now. Before, like, during COVID, it was about loving everyone. Now it's like, there's like a whole different thing now. And it kind of shows it's been a shift. Because Trump won and all that, there has been a huge shift in everything.
Like I said, Trump's doing the whole bait and switch thing where he is broadcasting this super plan to make basically all the white racist motherfuckers happy. Like this, and then he's going to settle for about halfway, which is kind of decent. Like, well, I believe that, hey, if you just came to this country and you're illegal in the last year, I'm sorry, adios. But if you've been here for 20 years, or if you were one of the Dreamer programs, if you were born here, you want to see a fucking real war, like, and I believe it's coming. Like, everybody with their cell phones, people are gonna get pulled over. They start deporting people that actually have citizenship, which is against the Constitution, then there's gonna be a war.
That's what it feels like.
It's gonna creep there.
What the fuck?
Like I'd never seen there was like 10 ICE cars, and it's like, what the hell are y'all doing? Like, and every single person, there was no humans here on this. Like, sorry, yes, Native Americans were here, but they weren't here 10,000 years ago. They came across from France and from the ice bridge from Asia. And probably the ones in South America came from China on some kind of barge boat or whatever, holding on the trees that floated across the damn ocean.
Yeah.
Like, 10,000 years ago, there was no human on the fucking North America. Plain and simple. So that means every single person, not even Native Americans, essentially were immigrants. Because you came here you came across the sea somehow, some way. well, back in the day, now you can come on an
Yeah.
airplane, but it's not like, put it this way, are there chimpanzees and gorillas here in South America? Is there any evidence of chimpanzees, gorillas, or anything or any kind of hominid? No.
Probably.
Everything came out of Africa. So technically, you can only say you're not an immigrant from Africa. Every other place, Europe, Asia, every other place except for sub-Saharan Africa, which is like the freaking dead center of Africa, that's where you came from. Every other place in the entire world, you are an immigrant. Plain and simple.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So this is
See,
like how I was just saying. There's
Now,
there's a whole shift. Okay, so during 2020 and 2024, between these years, I remember a lot of crazy stuff happened. So if like the whole like people like switching genders and being like guys pretending to be girls to be in women's sports,
Now that's bullshit.
Yeah, so apparently, like right now, breaking, President Trump is demanding Leah Thompson and all biological men competing in women's sports to be stripped of their women's awards per the Daily Caller.
I kind of agree with that. Because, look, I don't give a shit how much fucking testosterone you put into somebody. Or estrogen. Or if you sew a dick onto somebody, or if you cut their dick off and shove it up them and make it into a vagina. If you bury that body, and in 100, 200 years, you dig up the skeleton, you will straight up say that's a man or that's a woman. Regardless of what the fuck you want to claim yourself. Until they can basically take your... Now, if you want to compete in women's sports or men's sports, if you could take your brain out and put it in a body that was the other sex, then go ahead. But just because like you take estrogen or testosterone to change your gender and you get your shit cut off or whatever, it doesn't mean that your skeleton structure changes. You are still built like a man or like a woman. So how the fuck is that fucking fair? If I was a girl and I look up and be like, hey, this goddamn fucking 6'3" motherfucker from Russia just got his dick cut off so he could win a trophy. I gotta fight that thing? I'm like, bullshit. Like, what about their rights? What about like, hey, I shouldn't have to do this shit. Like, why don't you make transgender sports then? So where everybody can fight everybody. What if we just do that, Ruben? What if like, hey, let's just have women fight men?
These leaks coming from?
Everybody's equal.
Yeah.
How bad was like one punch? Yeah, she died. Like that would be fucking horrible.
Yeah, that would be bad. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm so like shit. If I was like, I don't want to fight these motherfuckers. I'm a dude. And I don't want to fight these dudes that are ginormous. It's like imagine being a girl, be like, yeah. So if a girl goes, hey, I'm a man, and she's 100 pounds, and she's like, I'll take testosterone, and I got a fake wiener, and I'm gonna go fight this. I'm gonna go fight Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
You're gonna die.
Why
gonna
not?
die. Yeah, because you're an idiot. And and why are you doing this in the first place? Like, what the hell?
Well,
So, I mean, like, that'd be the great. So, I'm gonna go to jail.
So, like, yeah, my view about the whole thing, like the whole gender thing right now is, if you're a guy and want to be a girl, go for it. But don't be but just be okay that you're legally defined as a guy, Like,
yeah, if you've been using the fucking restroom for 20 years as a guy or a girl, and you just go decide to get your, or if you just go, hey, I identify now. Let's just say, if I got a dick and I go, hey, I identify as a girl, but I still got a dick, I would feel really creepy walking into a women's restroom.
Yeah, no, that's weird. Well, like, think about that. Like, I would feel uncomfortable, like, if I had a daughter, right? And if all right, honey, go to the bathroom, knowing that there could possibly be a weirdo just waiting in there, just like, oh, hey, I'm a girl.
Yeah, been there, done that. It's hard. It's like, why don't we just identify ourselves as human beings? Like, why is there this is like being super woke. And super woke is, if there's any kind of such a term, being super woke to me is bad, because it's like, oh, so I can just say whatever I want and do whatever I want, and there's no consequences. Well, what about the other people around you? So you have a daughter, and your daughter is 5 years old, and you're just like, and you're a dude, and she doesn't, you don't want her around a male bathroom. You're like, going in there, dudes are fucking pissing and shit. Like, imagine like you're at a sporting event, and like people are getting drunk, and then, people are whipping their dicks out, fucking just pissing in the urinal. You're gonna bring your 5-year-old daughter in there, but she's just at the age where like she can go into like maybe not 5, maybe like 8, 9, 10 or something, where she wants to go to a girl's bathroom. And I've even had like other women, like they kind of see the situation and they go, "Hey, I got her." Like that other people, a stranger woman would take my kid into the bathroom for me, so she wouldn't have to go into a male's bathroom. So,
Yeah.
so if that's the case, then all of a sudden now you think, hey, this girl's taking my daughter into a woman's bathroom, cool. I trust this fucking stranger. And this dude walks by you rocking a beard going, I'm a lady and I'm going in there too.
You're like, oh, okay, yeah, go in there.
Yeah, go ahead. P.S. Let me do the Crocodile Dundee and check what's between your legs real quick.
Yeah, if I see something big, chop, chop.
Yeah, and how do you put someone in jail? So, maybe Richard might have been arrested a couple times, blah blah blah. But imagine if I go in and go, oh, hang on, guys, I'm not going to male jail.
I want to go to female
I
jail.
want to go to female because I still got my dick and balls, but I trust me, I ain't gonna be fucking nobody in there. But I identify as a woman. So what do you do with them? You're gonna release a dick? You're gonna release me into I'd be like, I made it. Like I'm never getting out. I don't even get it. Like I'm the only dick. I'm the only cock in the hen house, baby. Like, and why don't we identify as just like human beings? Why is there this need? Like, I love the old school gay people or the old school trans or whatever.
Yeah, I like the old school. Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, they didn't have to tell you. You know why? Because it was personal.
Yeah.
Hey, Ruben, what kind of sex do you like? You like blowjobs? You like licking pussy? Hey, you like anal? Like, it's like, why do you have to tell people, like, on your shirt, like, and in public, what your sexual preference is? Like,
I thought it was weird. I'm kind of glad they're getting rid of like the pronoun stuff, because imagine, like, I remember years ago, like when I was in quarantine, I remember people be like, okay, first of all, refer me as my pronouns as well. So imagine these pronouns are stupid. It was made up by some weirdo. So like imagine like me and you were talking and you said Ruben. He's like, you mean Ruben / he / she or whatever, or / he.
Yeah, or like I introduce you to somebody and I go, he's my friend, and you go, no, I'm he, she, its friend, and you're like, what?
What?
Like, what?
They, them? Who's they? Who are them?
Like, also, I'm a dolphin. Who? That's why I like the word bud, or like bud or buddy, because like sometimes I'll bump into somebody at a gas station or like at the Dollar Tree, and I'm like, I don't know if that's a girl or a dude, so I'm like, what's up, bud?
So they call them personal pronouns.
So yeah, so let's just make it inclusive, or like, hey buddy, because I can call a girl buddy, right? Hey buddy.
I guess so, yeah.
Or homie.
Hey, my homie. Hey, my brother.
What's up, Jimmy? Hey, we need to make that's the new pronoun for everybody. White, black, gay, straight, whatever. If you go, this is my Jimmy.
Okay, yeah. So these are, yeah, I have a list of.
Now we just changed the world, Ruben.
What?
We just changed the world. Because now we solved the whole problem. It's Jimmy.
Yeah, we're all Jimmys.
Yep, I'm your Jimmy. You my Jimmy.
So imagine being called a she / him or a they / her. Like, what the fuck is this?
It's like, what did you do? Get one of your balls chopped off?
I just don't understand it.
And how are you a they? A they is like plural, right?
What does
like? This is just like South Park did it the best, and the guy's like, I want to become a dolphin, and you can't tell me I'm not a dolphin.
Okay, what are my pronouns? Wait, okay, let me see. So
And I understand this is this is what I'm saying. This is the super woke moment where it's like, hey, I believe in women's rights. I believe in immigrants' rights, Spanish rights, black people's rights.
So
slavery
so
was
they
wrong.
then means that
believe
they
in all
do not they're gender neutral. They don't want to be associated to any pronouns that are male or female.
So then you just go it, and I would hate to be called it.
Yeah.
Like it. Hey, this is it's my buddy. It's like, what do you mean it? Yeah, like it's not even how about you just call someone like humankind? How about this? This is my human friend. This is there you go, human. Hey, my human. This is like literally go Star Trek Carl Sagan crazy on it and be like,
And
hey,
wokeness.
what are you? How about what are you? A male or a female? I'm a human. Why does that matter? Like, and go to racism too. What are you, black or white or mixed or Spanish or I'm human. Like these labels separate us by identifying us as something different when we're all the same. So if we're all the same, then like let's just be all the same. Like why do you have to it's so weird because it's like the people standing up for their rights are literally doing reverse racism on themselves. Because imagine if you introduce me to one of your friends, Ruben.
Yeah.
It's like, this is my friend Richard, and I go, oh, I'm his white friend.
Yeah.
How bad is it?
I feel awkward. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're his white friend.
Yeah, this is my Nazi friend apparently, or my racist friend, because why do you have to say that? Morgan Freeman did this whole fucking spiel on this shit. He's like, if you want to end racism, why are y'all still talking about it? Just move on. And he literally said, don't call a man a black man or a white man. Call a man a man. And so I'm just kind of taking it to just call him a human, because a human can be a male or a female. So just call everybody human. What's up, my human? This is my human. Yeah. Like aliens gonna come down and be like, that's the aliens look at us like they're all human. They're not going, hey, that's a black one and that's a white one. Like when you go to the supermarket to buy a steak, Ruben, you go, I want the white cow.
No.
Why? I mean, there's white, brown, spotted, all different kinds of cows.
They're all the same meat.
Exactly. So you just go, I want a cow. I want beef. Oh, that's another thing. Another term we should be like, hey, we're beef. It's all pink on the inside. So we have this bad stipulation with color. I'm so glad I can't see color.
Yeah, what color is the skin for you, bro? Like, what color is the skin do you see?
Like, I don't know. All y'all motherfuckers are different shades of fucking tan. Like, all I know is I'm not.
One day I'm just gonna prank you. I'm just gonna
on my ass, and I'm Italian on my arm.
I'm just gonna prank you one day and just buy you those colorblind
I'm
like, hey yo, you'll be like, I need some sunglasses. Like, here you go, Richard. And you're gonna be like, oh.
Yeah, and I'll probably like put a bullet in my head.
Why?
Because there's 6 million. So I grew up without seeing like 6 million colors. So I think my brain compensated for it and made me kind of weird smart. So if I do that, then all of a sudden my brain is flooded with basically like, imagine like you just watched 6,000 episodes of something, or 6 million episodes of something, or your brain just got 6 million pictures at once. Like maybe I'm colorblind for a reason. Maybe I don't need to see colors. Maybe that's what makes me kind of crazy and smart. So like I'm literally petrified. Like I see people cry, I'm like, I don't want to fucking cry. I cried enough. Like I don't want to see that shit. Like God made me this way. I am a gay colorblind. No wait, I'm just colorblind. Yeah, not gay. Like she's like, it's I don't know. It's just how I can see. And I know I can see like if I shoot a rifle. P.S. I'm not shooting a rifle because I can't have a gun. But people look through a scope in a rifle, and they can't hit the target, and I can look without the scope, and I can hit the target. So for some reason, being colorblind lets me see way further because I don't have 6 million colors in my way.
Yeah.
Literally
So,
in Vietnam,
okay,
they said
so
the best snipers ever were colorblind because they could pick out camo.
so I guess what these colorblind classes do, they don't make you see color, they help you separate colors.
Yeah, I don't want to do that either. I'm like I literally, if you got it for me or someone got it for me, I'll be like I'll look at it like it's like.
I'm gonna be like, hey, what do you see through these?
So to me at work today, I'm busting my fucking ass, take like 15-minute break, close my fucking eyes, like chill out for 15 minutes. When I open my eyes, everything's blue. Like way different from what I normally see. But to me, that's like truly how I see. So it's like my mind perceives like green and the grass and all this other stuff, but like I open my eyes, everything's blue. And it literally, I watched there's like 20 different kinds of blues, but I watched everything slowly fade from blue into greens. So literally, like I put on those glasses and everything goes like it just went to hell.
So apparently there was a lady that was caught doing witchcraft during the Super Bowl game. What? It's like a little voodoo doll.
So whatever, that's for your religion. She can do her. Oh what? She had a little fucking doll. She was stabbing with fucking pins. Dumb bitch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I bet you she molested that doll.
I guess so.
Yeah, all I know is that you rooted for the damn Eagles, and they sure tore some ass up.
I know, literally. You know, what's so fucked up. I had a dream that I betted on Kansas City, and I regret it because the Eagles won, and that's the reason why I was like, I think the Eagles are gonna win, and my dream came true.
I always like betting for the underdog too, and Kansas City won like a couple times in a row.
So apparently, someone betted in January, like the 1st of January, and apparently it was like a whole huge like everyone's like, yep, Kansas City is gonna win, and this guy betted like $100, and he got $10,000 back.
Oh yeah, yeah. He could because if it's the beginning of the bet, like you don't understand when you're betting. It's just like since you're creeping on gambling, like you think, oh hey, a bet is just like 50-50, right? And it's not. You got to cover a spread, and actually you can make a bet, and depending on how you make the bet, your money can change.
Yeah.
Like literally, you can be like, "Hey, I might make $1,000," and then a week later, you're like, "Well, now I can make 500." You're like, "How the fuck did that happen?" Because the odds changed, and there's like stipulations to that, and it's like, put it this way, Vegas is going to be the king of AI.
Vegas.
Yeah, because it's
Oh, imagine that in the casino, bro.
They've been doing that since I was born.
Imagine no. Well, not AI, but like real AI. Imagine like you will always lose.
Yeah, well, it's an algorithm that predicts the future, and put it this way, you would always win if you always have more money. In in Vegas they have a term that says the house always wins. The house always wins because the house can always cover any bet you can fucking make. So if you lose 49% of the time, if you gamble for a year, you're going to lose 49% of the time, and that 1%, the house is going to win. Now, if you're Elon Musk with all his fucking money, you can go in there and kill a fucking casino if you play the odds. It's just a simple algorithm.
Who would win, Lightning or Wolf?
What?
Lightning or Wolf?
What are you talking about? In like a Super Bowl or?
No. I'm looking at this new rock, paper, scissors where they have rock, gun, lightning, devil, dragon, water, air, paper, sponge, wolf, tree, human, snake, scissors, fire. Yeah.
Okay, now that just hurts my fucking brain.
Yeah. So apparently, okay, rock can be.
How are you supposed to do all those signs with your fucking hand?
So it's kind of cool. I'm looking at this picture. It looks kind of badass. So
You have like 10 things.
so yeah. So apparently, rock can beat sponge, wolf, tree, human,
How about flip a coin?
snake,
Jesus
scissor,
Christ.
and fire. And then
Like literally, it was just like, hang on, I don't know who won. Let me go search through my fucking phone to figure it out. Like they could literally like, hey, you got dragon, I got snake. Who wins? Hang on, I gotta do some research.
I
Like that
guess.
literally, like I got like a little stroke in my brain because of that shit.
So apparently, yeah, dragon would beat the snake.
Dragon should fucking beat like everything. Like
I would assume
like
that.
I'd pick dragon like every fucking time.
No,
Like what beats dragon then?
what beats dragon? Water, air, paper, sponge,
All those beat dragon.
wolf, tree, and human.
So I'm a motherfucking dragon, and I go. The one thing I can't take is a sponge.
Yeah, I guess so.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, apparently,
This is just people. This is people with way too much fucking time on their hands.
I get. Yeah, it is.
Well, like, why didn't you just add like one or two? Like, oh, all right. So you got rock, paper, scissors, right? So rock, paper, scissors, and God. Like like all you have to do is do a cross with your finger. Be like, oh, God beats everything. Like what? This is just like. This is like watching porn, and you first start watching porn and it's softcore, and next thing you know, you're watching bestiality or some shit. It's like it's just humans have this.
Wait, weren't you into that though?
What?
Bestiality?
No, I think it's like quite disgusting. Jesus Christ!
I thought you were into that.
Really? Oh, have you watched my porn history? No, it's just nasty. Like, what the fuck? Why the hell do you think I like the? Blech. That's fucking disgusting. Jesus Christ! It's not like I have a cat or anything.
No, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
Ukraine prepared to offer territory swap with Russia, and Zelensky says via what the fuck?
What was that?
I don't know. I'm reading this right now. So apparently, in Oxford, scientists claim to have achieved teleportation using quantum supercomputers.
Well, you can do that when it comes to molecules, but it's quantum molecules. And every time they look at the motherfucking molecule, a quantum molecule, it pops up at a different spot at the same time.
Yeah.
We're just too stupid, but that's not teleportation. It's just the fact that maybe there's like two different phases of reality, and that one molecule is operating in both of them, and we're just too stupid to kind of see it. It's kind of like how we have all these atoms that technically should not be even connected, and we should technically fall through the ground, but they're all held together at the same spot for some reason. And it goes on string theory. God, if you want to talk about that, you can go for 10,000 years talking about string theory, which is who the fuck knows about that shit.
We're all made of string.
It's vibrations of electricity or vibration, basically. Yeah.
I don't know. String theory kind of just makes the whole universe feel not real.
Yeah, because these dickheads that fucking wanted to do string theory, they go, like, this equation didn't work, right? So you know what I did? I pretended that there was like 11 different things, and for some reason the magical number 11 just made it work. And it's like, you just fucking cheated. It's like literally you just put in like a mystery box in your equation. Like they just go, hey, you know, since the equation didn't work, I put, hey, x equals question mark, and it works now. And you're like, well, that's stupid. They're like, but it works. And you're like, you're an idiot. Like, what
String
the
theory.
fuck?
I don't know. I don't like it.
It.
Well, I guess it gives.
I think they're touching on something, but they're way, way far away from it.
I don't know.
Everything is in circles. Bro.
Is the afterlife real?
And then string theory, they go, oh, there's also 11 different dimensions. And it's like, are there really 11? Because I'm pretty sure like in 100 years, someone's going to go, there's 12. and then 100 years or 1,000 years, you're gonna be like, oh, there was 35. And it's just like, we are literally like, how you were talking about time the other day, and how is time a construct of humans? And it's like, so is math. Math is like our barely having a grasp on fucking knowledge and going 1 + 1 = 1, and sometimes 1 + 1 does not equal 1. And you're like, how is that possible? Well, a minute beside the sun is not a minute on Earth. So how's that possible? I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And like, even Einstein was fucking wrong. So it's like, but we are way thousands of years from
Finding out what
kind of trying to conceive.
I think eventually, I predict this in the future, there will be proof of an afterlife.
I don't think there ever will be. I don't think in a million years, Ruben, I don't think there will be. I think God set this. It's the one I told you about the show. What was it called? Damn it. Where they killed they just had a remake. I was telling you about this where they fucking
Kill themselves to go to heaven.
No, they killed themselves to see the afterlife. They did, trust me, they did not go to the seventh heaven, but they just killed themselves and just to see what God, I can't remember what the fucking name was. But speaking of killing yourself, which he didn't really do, there's a sinkhole in China, right?
Yeah.
Like a big one that swallowed like a half of a semi truck, right? And it sunk down into like a sewage pipe, like a big as shit sewage pipe, like as big as a truck. And the guy's alive down there.
Yeah.
Inside a sinkhole. And they can't get him out.
Oh yeah, dude, holy shit.
So he literally is inside of his truck. The back of his truck kind of blocked the sewage. So he's in the cab of his truck in like a tunnel cave. And they're like, we're trying to get you out, bud. It's like, see you in 3 months.
So apparently there was a big giant sinkhole in a mountain of China, and it like opened up a hollowed like little like ecosystem.
Well, what do you mean by ecosystem? Don't be saying like this shit you were talking about, like, oh my god, there's flying birds down there.
No, but like trees and stuff, you know?
Bullshit.
Dude, look it up.
How the fuck is there a tree if there's no sunshine? You can say an ecosystem is anything. So yeah, it could open up a cavern and then
Bro,
you have
look it up.
Glowing slime. There's no effing way there's a plant down there. There could be mushrooms. There could be glowing slime. There could be extremophiles. There can even be certain kind of fish.
But I think that's so fucking crazy. Like, there's like palm trees and whatnot in this.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. Mysterious sinkhole develops a surprising and beautiful ecosystem in China.
No, that's bullshit.
No, you do.
A plant cannot live without sunshine, Ruben. Fungus, certain extremophiles can, but plant life cannot. Like, even if you were in the core of the earth, it's still not sending protons or whatever you call them to the fucking plant.
So can plants live without? No, plants cannot live without sun because they need it to grow. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a plant. It would be a fungus or some kind of extremophile. But everything we find that's under the ground is literally like a one-celled organism. And some of this, like the slime thing, like grows on rocks, and people, like some of the things eat rocks and stuff like this. Like,
yeah.
But they're like, hey, down deep into the ocean where it's like 200 degrees because there's a volcano there. There's like crabs going, "What's up? It's hot," and they're still eating shit. And just walk. It's like it would cook you and me. Like we would die in like 10 seconds. Those are like kind of on the verge of extremophiles, but there's not but they eat shit and plankton and stuff off of the fucking volcanic shit. But there is not a plant down there that fucking can go without sunshine.
So apparently, yeah. So apparently, someone asked about like genuine question, who invented sex? And apparently, this is the guy that invented it.
Nobody invented fucking sex.
No,
There's
look.
not a guy that invented sex. No, it was like,
Apparently, they're claiming this guy is the one that invented sex.
well, everybody's an idiot. What the fuck? Like, sex was invented when two like, so there were just like they found like the smallest organism, like, and it's literally like 3 million years old, and it was a single cell, and it just literally reproduced a single cell. Like, it had its own baby. It was asexual. And so then, like, a million years, fucking 2 million years fucking later, it goes, hey, maybe if I fuck you and we switch fucking DNA, we can make something stronger. That was the first thing that created sex.
So yeah. Well, like I just sent you pictures. So like they're saying like genuine. This person asked genuine question: how the fuck did humans races discover sex? And this guy responded, well, let me introduce you to the man who invented it.
That's him.
Yeah.
I'm never having sex again.
Apparently that's the guy that made it.
Yeah, that's the guy. Like, he's like, hi, I've invented. You might have invented anal, or like how the fuck do you how do you even make that fucking claim?
I don't know. People
Human species is like hundreds of millions or hundreds of thousands of years old, and you're like, hey, I know I'm new here. So put it this way: if he invented sex, then where did he come from?
actually, so if not to be funny, so apparently fish invented sex 385 million years ago.
No, it was way smaller than that. And fish didn't invent sex. Fish don't have sex.
That's what Google said.
They have cum shots.
That's what Google said, bro.
Fish don't even fuck. They just nut. The female laser.
Apparently these older fish fuck.
No, they don't. There's like, they don't have dicks. They have gonads. Literally, like a female fish when she's in, it's not heat, I guess, because they're cold blooded or whatever. She's about to get down, and fucking she just goes and goes like, she just nuts a whole bunch of eggs, and then like 10 other fish are around her, and they go, skeet, motherfucker, and then they all. That's not sex. That's just jacking off into the ocean.
So, a majority of fish do that, but there is a small.
There's no fish that have sex.
Okay.
There might be one. And that's like the fucking dinosaur fish.
Which fish have?
There might be one, and they thought it was extinct, and it's a motherfucking dinosaur fish that lives like way, way down in the fucking bottom of the ocean, and it's actually a relative of ours, and it actually has live birth. So that's the only reason why. That's the only reason I'm saying that fish can have sex, because it actually has a live birth. It actually holds its offspring in its stomach. Because otherwise, if you're just nutting eggs into the ocean, that's not sex. I don't know what kind of sex you have, but that's not the kind of sex I like to have. It starts with a G, I think. It's there's one fish they really thought was extinct, and
what about seahorses, bro? Seahorses.
That's technically not a fish. They might have sex, but you know what's fucked up about a seahorse?
Seahorse is a fish.
What? You know what's fucked up about a seahorse? The males get pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, so put it this way, carrying something inside of you would mean like sex.
Yeah, so the female like carries the egg inside the guy. Wow.
Yeah. There are a couple fish too, and I don't know if it's actually, there might be another fish that actually has that. Because this one fish is like literally like an inch long, and the female is like 2 foot long, and he literally goes up, he's like, oh, I banged you finally. I've been searching for you for fucking 10 years, baby. And he attaches on, right, to the form where his body actually fuses with the girl. And she just swims around, and he just drags him along. But literally, it's like, I got the fuck one time, and now I'm just on a shit. Like, literally, like, he will like, she literally just fucks him to take his fucking sperm and his DNA. He's like, yep, that was worth it. It was totally worth it. That's like when you get drunk and you fuck the fat bitch at a bar. You're like, it was totally worth it. There is one I'll show you a picture of it. This I can't remember the name. This fish is like our ancestor because I even think it has like lungs. Old. I'm gonna type in old fish. So, but this fish is one. Yeah, coleocanth.
Coleocanth. Okay.
Coleocanth. Yeah, I think it's called coleocanth. Let's see here. Wikipedia, and I believe these fish are dinosaur fish. Let's see if we can get a picture. Yeah, and they actually here. I'll zoom in here and show you a picture of this. And they say this is actually one of our ancestors. So this fish was alive before anything walked on the fucking planet, right?
All right.
And by the structure of its fins and shit, you can actually see like a hand. And it's like the only fucking fish that you can see this. And they, I believe, have a fucking live birth. And they thought these National Geographic came out with this stuff. They found some like in the 1800s, 1850s or something. And they were like, oh my God, but the fish is extinct. This one diver, speaking of Japan again, dove way, way down into like the sea of fucking Japan or wherever the fuck you call it. And he found them. And they're there. And this is one of our oldest living relatives.
Nice.
And and they also have like kind of like a lung structure too. So, and look at the skeleton of it.
You already sent it to me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't received it yet.
But it literally has. So this fish is capable of a live birth. Has like fins to where it could like kind of technically walk on fucking land, and has like a lung structure. So like, that is literally one of our to the fish. That's our closest relative to a fish. And they thought they were extinct. That's old and they're fishes.
The real truth.
There you go.
Oh my God, I'm watching this video, dude. Imagine you and your buddies did something bad, right? You guys know you did something bad, and y'all get caught by the cops. And it's a trio, right? You and two other guys. And you're in your interrogation room, and the cop brings in your two other guys, and your friend's like, "Hey man, I'm sorry, but your idea, which it wasn't your idea, it was all of you guys' ideas, but the two friends just decided to pin it on you."
Oh, I had the same thing happen to me when I was like 16.
Like, how would you feel?
I said, "Fuck that shit." I did it, and they were in with me, and it was all of our ideas. Burn, motherfuckers.
And they're like, haha, just kidding, Richard.
Nah, fuck. How would they just be kidding? Fuck that shit. Like, literally, my butt, like, I broke, stupidly, hate to admit this shit, but it's on record, probably sealed.
Actually, I'm not a pedophile. The term is minor attractive person.
Jesus Christ, Ruben, why'd you say that after I had to say it? I don't want to admit this. No, I broke into a house when I was a young kid, right? Because I was young, dumb, and full of whatever.
Yeah.
And we stole like $3,000 worth of jewelry. And my one dumb friend wore it around town, and I kept mine hidden. And then he got busted, and I got a call from my dad going, come home, we gotta go to the police station. And I said, yes, sir. And I walked in there, and this guy, like, and he was kind of like a little bit more older than me and stuff like that, and like always like kind of like more cocky, and like I was way younger and stuff like this. And he's in there, and his mom's in there, and he's just like, it was Richard's fault, Richard did it. And I'm like, bitch, hell no.
Hell no.
Like, if I got busted, I would have taken the rap and never said a word about him, right? Because they're not gonna charge two fucking people. Like, it's not like we split the charge, you know. It's not like, oh well, you get half and he gets half. So he literally thought that I was gonna go in there and fucking take the whole fucking rap and what, not fucking dime his ass out. Like, I wouldn't have dimed his ass out for fucking anything. If I got busted, I would have taken the whole fucking heat. But I went in there, and I'm like, you threw me under the bus? I was like, we both did it. I literally walked into the police station and said, we both did it. I said, you're there with me. It was kind of your idea. I'm the one that fucking did the breaking and entering. We split the damn jewelry. So if you're going to fucking fuck me, you're going to come with me, bitch. And, like, what do you expect me to do? You expected me to take the damn charge while he went scot-free? No. if I got busted with, and someone busted me with the damn jewelry, I'd have been like, yeah, it was me, and I wouldn't have mentioned his name. But this guy that kind of like I looked up to and respected, folded like a little bitch in front of his fucking mommy, and he was there like I'm like, and I walked in going, we both did it. Arrest us both.
So when are you gonna open your third eye, Richard?
It's already been open, Ruben.
Snoopy.
Hey, Dad. How's it going? Oh, yeah, we're still in the podcast. You gotta get on there. We're talking about this. Remember the old school fish? That's the one they thought was extinct? What was the name of it?
Coleocans or something like that.
Yep. Look at my dad.
Yeah.
Straight up genius. Coleocans, he nailed it.
Dinosaur.
Yep, I told you dinosaur.
They're the size of that.
Well, why don't you tell people about our aquarium? Okay, Dad's shy. I'm shy.
Yeah, no, you're good.
He's shy.
Yeah,
He's shy till we get going. Well, we have an aquarium now that we got about, what did you say, like 40 minnows in and a couple tadpoles and some grass in that we'll use them to go catch specks. So my dad is the product of two school teachers that went to the University of Florida as his parents, and those were my grandparents. And so I'm basically the product of 3 or 4 geniuses fucking my brain up. So you wonder why I know everything. We didn't have any vacations. We had school. He's laughing. We had school. And that's really what kind of I want to do with this. I really kind of want to do with this podcast. It's like, let's just like put it this way. What did you do today, Ruben? Besides this podcast, because I think we did a little bit of info, but like, what did you do today to help the human race, or help your fellow man, or to teach, or something? Like every day we should do something.
I cut grass.
Yeah, that helps. Like, people don't think it helps, but hey, we were essential workers during COVID, right?
Apparently, yeah, everyone was an essential worker at some point, I guess.
Now, technically, if you think about it, though, if the grass grows fucking too high, then there's rats, and rats lead to disease, and snakes. Oh my God, watch out for the snakes. Oh yeah,
I still remember that one. Remember that one customer that came, like, it wasn't even our customer, it was our neighbor. It's like, look, there's like rabbits and rats dying. That
was the lady I cussed out.
I know, and she was like, "Whoa, like, what did you just say to me?"
Oh yeah, I called her a bitch.
And I remember.
Yeah, oh no, yeah. So she came out, and I was like, "Ma'am, we're gonna do like a third of the trimming, and then we'll be back." She's like, "That's unacceptable." I'm like, "It's not your property." She's like, I was like, "Are you one of our customers?" She's like, "Well, I have y'all for irrigation." And I'm like, "Well, that doesn't mean 2 shits to me because I'm trimming." So I've been in contact with the homeowner, and we've agreed to do a third now, a third next week, and a third the week after that, and it should look good. And she goes, "I've got dead rabbits." And I'm like, "Okay, all right. You want to show me?" And she goes, "Okay, I'll show you." And she goes, and outside my window, I have to look at this mess. And I'm like, "Well, one, you could just put a blind up, but whatever." She takes me out there, and she's like, "I had a dead rabbit in my yard because of all this overgrown trees." And I go, "Ma'am, as far as my knowledge goes, rabbits don't live in trees." And she's like, oh. I'm like, "Ma'am, why you gotta be such a bitch?"
I remember the whole thing
no.
happened. It was so stupid.
Well, the funny was that if you don't know, back in the day, Ruben was a little young kid, and let's just say I look like a Viking kind of.
No, you look like a cancer patient.
Yeah, I did, but I still was so cancer patient and like just creeping with death. But the husband came out of the house and started yelling at Ruben like, "You called my wife a bitch?" And I came around the corner and I go, "No, sir, I did.
I did. I'm the one that called her."
And he's like, "Well, she might have been a bitch."
Oh my God! But I still remember Hector telling me, hey man, so the lady's worried about you. I'm like, me? Why? He's like, she thinks that Richard
Oh
has.
yeah, that I'm bullying you or something.
Yeah, I'm like,
Like,
what?
the fuck? And she came out and videotaped us too.
Yeah, I
And
thought
she's
that
like,
was kind of funny.
He's like, call me a bitch. Call me a bitch. I was like, no, ma'am, I believe I called you a Karen. I totally called her a bitch, but I'm like, no, ma'am, I just thought your name was Karen.
Yeah.
And she wasn't even our customer. Like, how much
See, that's
of
the
a
messed
fucking
up
bitch
part.
that she was not even a customer, and she felt so obligated because she had to look at a house that was overgrown out of her window, and the dead rabbit thing will live on for forever and a day with the green frog. Forever and a day it'll live on, as in, I don't think rabbits grow in trees, bitch. Like, that's just like, so a hawk probably killed a rabbit and then ate half of it. And then she walked out there, saw a dead rabbit in her yard, and assumed it was because the trees were too tall. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, damn, you really got a winner, buddy. Like, your wife really should have been on Jeopardy, because that was just. And how many times are we blowing off a yard, and then the next door neighbor comes out and just screams at us because a leaf goes over into his yard, and it's like, we're not even finished. That's why the big V in Florida sucks. Because there's tons and tons of people and tons of money, and they cut trees down and do nothing else.
You suck.
And Mr. Rubin, after the rabbit story, I think we should bid it a farewell. Damn,
Farewell,
we've been on
yeah.
for
An
an hour and a half.
I'm on that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty good. You know,
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
not bad. Definitely gotta look up the Coleocanthus. They actually called it a living fossil.
All right,
Like,
and
it
before I
is
let this off
a-
go, guys, I just want to say the One Piece is real.
Art imitates life.
Yeah, actually,
Right.
One Piece does imitate life. I mean, if you look at it, it's all like, ooh.
Art imitates life. So to everybody too, keep making art, because art is life.
Yeah, art is life.
And definitely have to look up this fish. And we need
Yeah.
to dive more back into this too, like the fossil records and stuff.
Yeah.
And then speaking of dragons and stuff too, like we gotta flow on that.
All right, sounds good, Mr. Olson. Well, it was nice talking to you.
All right, Mr. Solis, love you. Fucking see you in a couple days.
A couple days. We'll try to do Saturday.
Oh shit, it's Tuesday now. We'll probably do one on Thursday or Friday or something.
Well, I work Domino's Thursday and Friday. I'm gonna be a little busy.
Giving up too much information.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I work at night on Thursday and Friday. I'm gonna be doing something for Valentine's.
Once again, too much information.
Oh my God.
Here, I'm gonna send you one more picture to see if it'll come through real quick.
Pumala. What are you sending me now?
All right, see if you got that.
But this Friday is Valentine's Day.
Thanks, I really needed that.
West
I like
Indian.
I like to do a shout out to all my bitches. I hate all y'all. Fuck you hoes.
All right.
But so do you see the fin on that?
Yeah, it looks kind of crazy. Like,
Right, different than any other fish.
Yeah.
If you did an X-ray, that's literally our hand
It does look like it.
because it's like a flap. So, all right, Mr. Rubin.
All right, Mr. Olson.
After a while, alligator.
See you later, PB and J.
What the hell does that mean? All right, have a good night.